Hi everybody, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I decorated my living room for Christmas. I'll be repurposing old decor and making my own Christmas tree ornaments. I've got tons of inspiration and budget-friendly ideas coming your way, so let's get started. It will always be Christmas in my heart. If this is the first time that you're stopping by my channel, welcome. My name is Marta, my husband's name is Peter, and our cat's name is Max. Originally from New York City, we recently purchased our first home in what I consider the country, upstate New York. It's a 1959 ranch that needs a little updating and a whole lot of love. And by DIYing my own home decor and making some home improvements, low budget of course, we're going to make this house our home. We'd love to share our journey with you, so consider subscribing to our channel. Stick around, hit that notification bell so you know every time we upload. In my last video, I showed you my Hot Mess Express living room. Now, I managed to get this ready for Christmas, and at the end of the video, you will see the transformation. One of the first things I wanted to do was put up my faux fireplace. It just wouldn't be a cozy Christmas without it. One of my favorite purchases last year was this fireplace mantle surround for $245 from Wayfair. I bought it unfinished and painted it white. If you buy it white, it's $414, so it was a no-brainer for me. I didn't get a whole lot of footage of us putting up the actual mantle because we got into one of those Lucy and Ricky arguments. Let's just say we don't see eye to eye about how to do certain DIY projects, but we managed to put this up without filing for divorce, so that was a good thing. So what we have to put up first is a faux brick panel that goes inside of the mantle surround. Now this was a 96-inch panel that we picked up at Home Depot last year and cut to size. And once everything was up, one coat of white paint since it got scuffed up during the move. To decorate my fireplace, I'm going to be using mostly things that I bought on clearance last year after the holidays, like these ginormous bottle brush trees that I got from Home Goods for only $4 each. Now they were a pinky mauve color, which is beautiful, but it's just not my vibe. When I buy things on clearance, I don't worry so much about the color because I know I could always upgrade it, spray paint it. I'm using my favorite gold spray paint, which I will leave linked down below, and I gave these one nice thick coat. For some extra decor, I pulled some branches from my backyard. They're free, and I spray painted them gold as well. I love those two words, backyard. I finally have one. Now I wanted to make a wreath for over my fireplace, and I've seen these wreaths all over Pinterest, but they're really expensive. So I bought a gold hoop from Michael's for $4, and I had these faux pampas grass stems that I got from Kirkland's sometime during the spring. I wanted a wreath that was very neutral, and I just didn't want to go with greenery this year. I didn't think it would go with my decor. To attach the pampas grass to the hoop, I had this metal wire, and it happens to be gold. I figured if nothing else, if I mess up, you won't be able to see it because the hoop is gold as well. I wrapped the pampas grass around the hoop with the wire, but it wouldn't stay the way I wanted it because the stem was way too heavy. So I just cut off the stems to release some of that weight. I had pampas flying all over the place, so I had to secure it with some extra wire at the bottom, and then I just used some cream-colored ribbon and wrapped up all the ugly. Now let's move on to some Christmas tree decor. I ordered glasses, drinking glasses from IKEA, and they came wrapped in this gauzy type of paper. Now I had tons of it, and I liked the color, so it gave me an idea. I don't usually wrap my tree with ribbon because that is not my forte. I don't know how to do it. But I gave this a try, and if it didn't work out, worst that can happen is I would throw it in the garbage. I didn't spend any money. You guys be the judge at the end of the video. Next up, bowl ornaments. I didn't have very many of them, and the ones I did have were silver. I had a few from Dollar Tree and a few Hearth and Hand ones that I picked up last year at Target on clearance. And you guessed it, I spray painted them gold. Bye-bye silver. If you saw last year's ornament video, you know that I was very much into the whole rustic scene, and I wood burned many of my ornaments using the Versa tool, which is a wood burning tool that I absolutely love. This year, I'm all about the boho chic and the modern farmhouse type of vibe, and I wanted to incorporate more beads. So I ordered these really large ones. You get 10 in a pack. They're from Amazon. I'll leave a link to my Amazon store in the description box below. Now you can certainly leave these beads natural and make ornaments. I did, but I also took a few of them and made some really cute designs using my Versa tool. To turn these into ornaments, I'm just going to make some simple tassels, and I'm not going to get really into detail on how to make a tassel. I have a video on my channel showing you how I make mine, and there are tons of videos on YouTube showing you how to make them. Once I make my tassel, I'm going to attach the beads, and to do that I use a piece of wire. I just fold it in half, wrap it around the yarn, and feed it through the hole of the bead. I find it much easier to do than, using tape, and it's super quick. Once my beads are on, I just make a double knot to secure them, and then I do like a little loopy knot, I don't even know if that's what it's called, up on top so that you can hang this. And then I just kind of comb out my yarn, cut it straight across so that it'll be nice and neat. I found these to be so much fun to make. Totally customizable. I always have different types of beads on hand, different types of string, yarn, twine. You can make these with anything. I even made one with some leather cording. Now I didn't have enough of it, so I just have one lonely one. But seriously, you can make these with anything you have on hand. Here's another idea. For some, I took some gold thread and my yarn, wrapped them both around my hand at the same time, and created a tassel that, in my opinion, is perfect for Christmas. Look how adorable. I added some beads from an old necklace that I painted gold, and I love this one. Save your scraps. They come in handy. I took some of that gold thread, mixed them up with some of the yarn scraps. Spaghetti, anyone? And I used a little bit of this mixture in each one of these clear plastic ornaments that I got from Amazon. Super affordable and very good quality, actually. You just snap them together. No glue needed. And if you're like me and you change your mind about decor every year, these are reusable and you can fill them with whatever your heart desires. I added beads to mine. You can just add a nice piece of ribbon. The sky's the limit. They're just really an affordable way to decorate your tree. I'll leave a link for these as well. Now I know you've heard the word Amazon about a million times in this video, but Amazon really is a great place to get your crafting supplies. They're really affordable if you really look hard. I mean, some things are expensive, but you can look for certain things that are very reasonable. Take these angel wings, for example. I paid $11 for these. I'm gonna leave a link for these down below as well. I wanted to make some yarn angels. I saw these on Pinterest and I just fell in love and had to make them. These are wooden wings. You get a boatload of them and you get about 8 different patterns. Now I just had a picture, I didn't have any instructions, but I'm just gonna go ahead and make them the way I think that they're supposed to be made. I don't know. I took a small amount of glue and I'm going to glue one wing on top of the other. And by the way, this amazing tool that I'm using was recommended by Holly over at Hot Humble Pie. Thank you so much, Holly. This is bomb.com. Now I don't know what it's called. I don't know what anything is called, but it helps a lot when you're hot gluing and the glue doesn't stick to it. Next step is to make a tassel. We already went through this. You know how to make a tassel, right? Now once you cut your tassel at the bottom, What you're going to do is separate them, like you see here, and place them vertically so that half of the tassel is on top and half at the bottom. I used some hot glue to attach my wings, and you can either put the glue on the yarn itself or on the wings. It really doesn't matter. I did it both ways. And you're going to place your wings where the two halves meet. And then just take the remaining yarn and fold it over or drape it over to cover your wings. And then just like you would a regular tassel, you're going to wrap an extra piece of yarn around the top, maybe about an inch down, and just tie it off in the back. Now you can brush out your yarn or leave it just like this. I did it both ways and cut the bottom so that it's nice and even. Add a bead to the very top, tie it off, and make a little loop so that you can hang it, and your angel is done. These were so easy to make, and they are so beautiful. You can use twine, you can use a thicker yarn like you see here. And if you want your angel to look like she has hair, tie an extra piece of twine around the neck so that you can hang it, and voila, she has hair. Somehow putting twine around an angel's neck seems wrong, so I didn't make too many of those. Let's take a quick look at what my living room looked like before and after. Our first Christmas in our new home, and I absolutely love the way everything came out. I created a whole new look simply by upcycling some older items and buying a few crafting items to make some new ones, even using something that was destined for the trash. And that makes me happy. And it makes Peter Parker's pockets happy too. Say that 3 times fast. If I'm being completely honest, I wasn't going to decorate at all this Christmas. We didn't buy a couch yet. There's so many things we need, or should I say want. It's not going to be the same this year. Just a slew of things and reasons in my head why I shouldn't have decorated for Christmas. And then I thought about it, and the best thing I could have done was to bring some Christmas cheer into our home. We really needed it. We can't deny this has been some year. I'm proud to say I did it without buying all of the things. You don't need all of the things. The spirit of Christmas isn't really about what you have. It's about what you've given back, who you've made better, and the love that you give. I really hope this video inspired you to repurpose, reuse what you already have, and make yourself some new Christmas decor without having to go out and buy anything. I'm wishing you the healthiest and happiest Christmas ever. I love you, and I will see you in my next video.